Workforce optimization is today's new buzzword, but many companies don't even accurately define their business objectives before they embark on a workforce optimization process. Most workforce optimization scenarios are driven by having the right number of people available at the right time to deliver on your business objectives. But before you can even do that, you need to define what are those objectives. Are your objectives delivering customer service, for example, through every interval of every day? Is it to deliver customer service only on average, or is it to deliver customer service only across a month? When we consider that variability is the greatest source of customer dissatisfaction, it becomes far more important to look at workforce optimization in terms of delivering those objectives as often and as consistently as possible. This means that you can no longer look at average performance or average demand throughout the day, throughout the week, and throughout the month. If you consider the picture on the left, the little red dots represent average call volumes in a particular call center. If you only staff to the average, though, you can see you actually miss half of what's happening all of the time, because half of the distribution of volumes in each interval, and certainly normal volumes, which are represented by the blue bars, occur above that average. That means that in terms of staffing, you'd need to staff to much higher levels than simply the average. If we look at the picture on the right, we also need to define what our service objective is. If, for example, we want to deliver average customer service across the day, that picture actually meets that requirement. Unfortunately, though, you can see by the size of the blue bars, there's really high variability in service levels from interval to interval. And if we consider the little yellow crosses, in many intervals they're delivering on their objectives less than half of the time. Once you've defined that objective, what the secondary outcome is a workforce demand pattern. That's the pattern that is required in staffing to meet that business objective. And regardless what your objective is, you end up with a demand pattern that's very, very difficult to achieve with fixed 9 to 5 shifts. In fact, the picture on the right shows that if you implement only 9-hour shifts, which is traditional workforce methodology, there's an enormous amount of waste in the system, which again leads to variability in business outcomes. A combination of highly flexible shifts, for example 9, 8 and 6-hour shifts, allows you to meet that demand pattern highly accurately with no waste in the system, meaning you can deliver against your business objectives through every interval of the day, every day of the week, every week of the month, with 100% consistency and no waste in cost. This also allows you to reward staff with non-monetary benefits, but by providing them the ability to choose the shifts that they'd like to use. This last picture shows a case study where we've implemented a workforce optimization solution in a leading financial services environment. Their customer service levels were horrible, 26.7% prior to the solution, and absolutely stellar at 86% after the solution, with no additional increase in headcount, no additional increase in staff cost, simply by changing the structure of the shifts and schedules that the staff are working.